So, welcome back. And it's our home stretch.
Yes.
And this, our guest of the week is a homeboy. Yes, I just realized that, though.
Yes.
Don't mind
okay.
that he's a homeboy.
Okay.
And he says all that Janet just finished talking about
is what he's doing, you know?
So let's start from that point. His name is Ibukun Kelvin Emuawo, a.k.a. IBK Spaceship Boy.
Spaceship Boy.
Spaceship Boy.
Okay.
He needs to tell us what that Spaceship Boy is.
Yes, I want
He's
to
a
know
rapper,
about that.
he's a producer, he's a singer, songwriter, vocal instructor.
One and all.
He studied,
all in one.
wait, I haven't finished. He studied computer engineering. But he's decided to shelve that. I wonder what his mother thinks. Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
So, IBK Spaceship Boy.
Yeah.
Good to have you this morning.
Awesome being here. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you.
Yeah, so the first question.
Okay.
Spaceship Boy.
Okay, I thought we'll start with the Janet thing. Okay, Spaceship Boy.
Let's-
How does you...
Maybe he's been
we
on
are
the
seeing you,
spaceship.
have you entered any spaceship?
Well, I'm actually from Mars. I'm not from this planet.
Oh.
I'm just messing with you though, but that's the whole idea, like being from another realm, but then having this body to be able to communicate what I'm here to do in this realm, which I believe all of us are actually.
Are you serious? You're from another realm?
Yeah.
Can we call the immigration service? That's someone's
In your midst right now. But yeah, if I'm to lay more emphasis on the name Spaceship Boy, that was kind of like given to me by a friend of mine, Bez. When I was working in the studio, I was making music for a client, and because of the kind of music I create, it's kind of like left, you know, not your regular chords. And he was like telling the person I was working with to try to tame me, you know, that, hey, don't let him play those chords for you. He's Spaceship Boy, Spaceship Boy. So I was like, hey, okay, it kind of like defines my music and how I operate, so I just took it.
You don't think it's a mouthful?
Spaceship Boy, nah.
I mean, your name, IBK Spaceship Boy, isn't that too long? I mean, everybody's looking for how to shorten their names,
Right.
for want of a better example. Emma.
But it's kind of like a first and a last name, so IBK and then Spaceship Boy. You know, the IBK is obviously Ibukun, but a friend of mine kind of like acronymized it to mean information bringing knowledge. Which
Information bringing knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do music, you produce, you write, you sing, you rap, all of that. So why music? Computer engineering. But you put that aside.
Well, the computer engineering aspect kind of like also helps me out with, because I work with computers, you know, so to know I need this amount of RAM to be able to do what I need to do, it makes a whole lot of sense. But for me, music is the best way I believe I can communicate what I'm here to do on this planet.
Okay, sorry.
What exactly
are you
here to do? Yes, because you
said
mentioned
that
it
like-
like 3 times now.
Yeah. Okay, so the reason for my existence is simply to inspire people to become what God intended that they be. That's it. And using music as my tool to make that, to propagate that message. You know, because I'm the kind of individual that doesn't like it when I hear someone say, oh, I haven't gotten the job. You know, I'm like, you have a gift, you have a talent, go ahead, develop this talent, use it, or rather find a problem in your society and use that talent to solve that problem. You know, so that is what I'm about, basically. And also about love, about spreading love, because I believe that's the key to in fact, to all the problem that we have on this planet is love. So that's what I'm about.
No, there are those who argue with you that it's not everybody that has a talent. Really? Is that true?
Everybody does. I believe everybody does. You know, it's just that the way some express it is different. You know, like I have like lots of talents. I can draw, I can sing, I can rap. I'm also a creative director. I act, I do a whole lot of stuff. There are some people that their talent is probably just being able to say a word to you and then it calms you. But they don't see it as a talent. You know, there's a way you can actually develop that and then use it to help people in your society. So everybody has something that is unique and special to them.
Okay, now let's look at, from the time of computer engineering,
Yeah.
which precedes which? The music or computer engineering before the music or along the way?
Okay, so this is my history of all that. Started off with knowing that I could sing and write at the age of 5, 7. That's when I wrote my first song. And it was kind of like a commercial. I was looking at the mirror and holding my favorite beverage and singing about that beverage. That was the first song I wrote. You know, but as time went on, I developed interest in computers because of video games back in the day. And I was like, hey, I'm going to make the first Nigerian video game, Pt.1 2000. And that's why I actually went on to study computer engineering. But then...
And you even had a name for it then.
Yeah, I had a name, I had a manual, I drew everything out, you know. And whilst that was going on in school, I remember this very day I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I'm going to do music when I'm done with school. But she was like, you know what, just finish and then go on and do what you want to do. Because during that time, during that process, I felt this urge to propagate God's word. I'm a Christian, you know, and the best way I knew how to do it was through rap and through music, you know, and it was like, this is it. I love what I'm doing. It makes me feel fulfilled, you know, so I knew this was what I was going to do, music after school. So that's kind of like the movement.
So that's like how many years now?
That is, I finished school 2009 till now. So immediately I was done with school, straight up to Cobham's studio. Big shout out to Cobham's. You know, I was in his space, sleeping on the floor, spending time at night. Like, I will be having this conversation with Bez and I will be like, you know, people are sleeping right now because it's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. We're watching videos on YouTube, watching interviews, seeing producers produce and stuff like that. So that's life.
Your music is not too well known in Nigeria. I mean, you're not you don't appear to be in the mainstream. Yes. Yet you go on tours. I understand you just went on a tour in Colombia.
Yeah. Oh, that was actually in 2016. And that is for a project called the World Radio by Spaceship Boy project. Now,
World
Radio by Spaceship
You know you talk real
Boy.
fast, so you
I
need
do?
to...
Okay. I just feel there's no time, so I just want to...
bring it on.
You know, but as the World Radio by Spaceship Boy project, you know, growing up, if you had asked me in school, where do you want to settle down? I wouldn't really have a definite answer for you because I believed that I will be everywhere on the planet, right? And then in 2015, I was privileged to be selected as the Nigerian representative for a music exchange program called One Beat that happened in the US. So like 25 different musicians, some from Russia, some from Colombia, some from Brazil, and I was the Nigerian representative. So after that, after that whole thing, it now came to me, you know, that this is what I'm going to be doing, because I had this conversation with some of my friends, right? And it came, when Colombia comes to mind, what do you think about? And most of them were like drugs, the drug cartel, gangs. So I was like, but I had interactions with the Colombian representatives and none of them gave me this vibe of drugs or anything. So I'm like, I'm going to go out to Colombia, make music with these people in their language and then show the beauty of that place and then show it to the rest of the world or show it to my people.
Okay, we'll go on a break. We'll come back. We'll talk about that music.
Yes, and that video. There's a video, you know, so you're there.
Please don't go away.